What is going on, everybody? Woo! It feels so good to be making FPL videos again. I hope everyone out there is doing well. In case you missed it, today, at the time recording this, Premier League dropped their fixtures for this upcoming season, which also means the FPL is this much closer to being launched. Probably within the next week or so is from what I'm hearing. You're probably also going to be getting a couple player prices in the next couple of days, teasing us a little bit. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. If you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. And let's check out the fixtures, not the forms. All right, first things first. We got to talk about these premium assets. This is a topic that's going to be over-talked about, over-analyzed, way too many statistics, way too many threads on Twitter over these next couple months going into it. So let's keep it simple right now. Let's just look at the best fixtures for the players, even though we don't know the price, who are most likely going to be premium assets. All right, so let's start with City. There's a lot here. I don't want to talk about defenders too much, so I won't be talking about Cancelo. I'm just going to be talking about here with KDB and Halaand. Now, KDB has been one of the best midfielders for years now, and Halaand has been one of the most coveted youngsters in a long time. This dude could flat out score, and you put him on this side with City that score 500 goals a season without a striker. You can only imagine how much this dude is going to score. So the hype is there. But again, I don't want to go into statistics because we're going to be talking about that later. For now, I just want to talk about fixtures. This is a fixture episode, Sean. All right, so to start the season, City have West Ham, Bournemouth, Newcastle, and Crystal Palace. All those are good fixtures to me. All those are really good. I think West Ham is going to be a bit of a tougher one. And so if you do pick up Halaand or KDB to start the season, it's going to be one that just, even if they don't perform well against West Ham, which I do think they will, be patient with it. So I think City have a really good fixture to start the season. And so it's going to be hard to turn down Halaand at the beginning of the season, depending on what his price is, of course. And again, I do want to state that this table right here isn't based on what I think is like 1 through 4. I just put them there for right now. And I'm putting their how easy or how hard of a game I think it is, their FDR, just based on how they finished last season. All right, so Liverpool, you have Mo Salah. This dude is a flat-out baller. Obviously, you have Trent, who's going to be priced pretty high and most likely. Mo Salah is an FPL king. This dude is one of the FPL Hall of Fame. He scores 200-plus every season over the past 4 seasons, whatever it was. And you look at that fixture run he has. He has Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, United, which is a tougher schedule, but we'll see what happens, who they bring in defensively. Can they bring in De Jong? I don't want to talk about that as a Barca fan right now, and then they have Bournemouth at home. And so you look at that and you say, man, 2 of those teams could potentially be relegation. 2 of those teams just came up into the Premier League, so how are they going to fare? I don't know. So I look at that and say there's very good option there for me to captain Mo Salah. And Mo Salah has been an absolute rank killer if you haven't started out with him these past few seasons. And so that just screams, I need Mo Salah in my squad. But then we go to Tottenham. Tottenham have Harry Kane and they have Son. Son, the Golden Boot winner last year. I don't think he's going to be priced low again. I don't think he's going to be 9-10 this year. Has to be 11.5. But again, this is me predicting. Let's not talk about that now. Let's go into their schedule. They start with Southampton at home. We saw what Son did to Southampton a couple years ago. I think he scored 4 goals in that game. Fact check me if I'm wrong. Southampton at home with the high line. He should be able to get a attacking return in that game. Then he has a tough one in game week 2 against Chelsea. But I do want to state that Chelsea are losing a lot of defenders this year. A lot of defenders. I know Tuchel has a really good system he has set up for him, but Christensen's gone. I know he wasn't starting too much. Rudiger's gone. Thiago Silva's getting older. So are Chelsea going to be as strong defensively as they have in the past? We'll see. But then they have Wolverhampton and they have Nottingham Forest. NFO just looks weird to me. It looks like a NFT. But a good schedule for Tottenham. I think those in game week 2 and 3, that's a bit tougher. Wolverhampton are tougher defensively, but we'll see what happens with Tottenham. So right now, I think the fixtures kind of favor City and Liverpool if I was to attack fixtures alone. Now, and then we have United, who I think Christie and Bruno potentially Bruno could be premium assets. Christie, one of the best players of all time. Yeah, Brighton at home, Brentford, Liverpool at home, and Southampton away. I think those are favorable schedules. Now that I actually look at this, I think maybe I swap Liverpool and City attacking-wise for those first 4 game weeks, but for me, the absolute standouts here for the premium assets are going to be City and Liverpool. So without knowing their prices, to me, Halaand and Salah, if you're going to go double premiums, have to be the play if I had to just look on this. But again, you look at this and think Son and Kane have some good options, but just based off fixtures alone, I think those are the two that I would target right now. What premium assets are you guys going for? Let me know what you think. Are you thinking Son and Kane are the way to go right now? There's something about I still want Son on my team, but we can't have all premium assets. All right, then we have just best fixtures overall. Now, I do want to give I'll go to honorable mentions here in a little bit because I think Aston Villa have a good schedule, and I think Brentford do as well. But these are the ones I really targeted here. Let's start with again. This is in no particular order. This is me just picking who I think are the best four. Now you have Arsenal. I'm really curious to see what Saka comes in at for this first game week. I'm thinking maybe around 8.5, but I'm kind of hoping that he's a little cheaper. But Arsenal have Crystal Palace away, Leicester at home, and Leicester have been shaky defensively. Bournemouth away and Fulham at home. I think Arsenal potentially have the sound in here is bad, the best schedule to attack right now. And so I think Arsenal, you might want to, Smith Rowe, if he can start, Martinelli, if he starts. I think there are a lot of good options out there for Arsenal that won't be priced super high. So I think they have the great fixtures for the first 4 game weeks that we want to target. And they're probably going to be a little cheaper. And so I think Arsenal assets are going to be big time here. Then we have Wolverhampton. I don't know if I want to go for any of their attacking options at this moment. But defensively, they look good. Leeds away. We'll see if Rafinha stays with Leeds. Fulham at home. Tottenham away. Newcastle at home. So I think there's a couple clean sheets in there potentially. And so maybe this is where we attack some defensive units here. Hopefully we get a little 4.5 for Cody maybe. Then we got Brighton. Brighton and Chelsea to round it out. So I should start with Brighton first. We got Brighton with United away, which is a tough schedule for them first off. But then they have Newcastle, West Ham, and Leeds. I think even beyond that extends pretty well. But I still think Brighton, if their keepers come in at 4.5, maybe that's where we go. Maybe they have Lamptey if he's healthy. Take a shot for that. Drink. Brighton could be the one to attack here. And then we have Chelsea. Chelsea with Everton away, Tottenham at home, Leeds away, Leicester at home. A big thing for me with Chelsea here is, can they nail a rotation that I like, and what are their price going to be? And check that. And are they going to be as good defensively as before? I really want to see what Chilwell comes in at. I want to see what Reece James comes in at. I want to see what Mason Mount comes in at. And so I do like their fixtures here, and I don't want to. The only reason why I didn't have them at premium options is because I don't think they have a premium option there to have as outside of defenders with Reece James. But I think those are the best remaining fixtures for us to attack. I think the best thing here too is we're going to get a lot of good mid to lower price range players that we want to be attacking for these teams. All right, now shout out Blues FPL. He's the one who did the graphic here at the very end. Follow him on Twitter for anyone watching. Wrapping up this video, I do want to give some honorable mention, or this is a video based on attack in order who Blues FPL thinks has the best attack for the first 8 game weeks, top to bottom. So an honorable mention I want to give here is Aston Villa. I think their first 4, because really for me, I want to target those first 4 game weeks. Of course, 8 game weeks is a great way to target it, but nailing that first 4 is huge. So I want to give a shout out to Aston Villa. Maybe Watkins is the way to go. But if you want to just take a screenshot of this, credit Blues FPL for this, for making this image here. But this is the rest of the schedule. I do think, teams to avoid. I don't really want to go into teams to avoid, but Brentford also have a good fixtures moving forward. So that was it. That was my fixtures versus form. I know it was long-winded here, but we had a lot to talk about, like I said. I'm really excited for this upcoming season. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Let me know who you guys are looking at bringing in, even though we don't know the prices at this moment, as far as premium assets. And what fixtures do you guys think are the best ones to target? Take some time every day to make someone smile. I'm going to be back with another video as soon as they drop some prices. Take care, y'all.